Hey there guys, Aldershot here, and today we're going to do a quick play video of N.P.P.D Rush, developed by Kiss Limited, and on sale on Steam at the regular price of $4. Alright, so it's a cheapie, and we're going to take a look into it. It definitely has a pretty unique style to it as far as graphics is concerned. Kind of a throwback to the 8-bit action arcade kind of graphic style. As you can see, it is a twin-stick shooter. But strangely enough, you can't actually use twin sticks. It's kind of weird in that way. There is no controller support whatsoever. I checked the options, and there just simply isn't. That's a bit disappointing because it's really tiring and really awkward to play these kind of games on the keyboard and mouse. All right. So, as you play through the game, you can get the opportunity to kind of shop and buy stuff. But we're not going to do that because we definitely don't have enough money for that. So we're going to just go up the elevator and kill some more dudes. That's all you're really going to do. You're going to want to look for hostages and save them by running them over for some reason. Like this guy here. There you go. And kill a bunch of dudes and avoid a bunch of bullets, as twin-stick shooters tend to be. It's a pretty hard game. It only gives you one life, and when you die, that's it. That's game over. So it's definitely pretty brutal, and there's definitely a lot of bullets to be avoided. It's a pretty fun game as far as what it's trying to do, I have to say. It's too bad about the lack of controller support. But for $4, I don't know. It can get a little bit repetitive. I mean, you can definitely kind of see everything there is to see from this game within probably the first 15 minutes of play. Now you're probably not going to get all that far within that first 15 minutes, but you pretty much kind of get a pretty good feel of N.P.P.D Rush. Alright, I mean, it's not a bad game. It's just there's not a lot of features, and there's really not that much content here. And there you go. I just died. Let's try that one more time. Why not? See if we can do a little bit better. But yeah, it's an alright game. It's a pretty fun game. You see it on sale for $1 or a couple of dollars. That might be worth your time because it is actually pretty fun. It's just too much. There's not more of it. Like more features, you know, more modes or whatever. And dual stick, an actual dual stick support, as in a controller support, would definitely help things along greatly. Because after playing a few minutes of this, because it's so kind of action-oriented, your left hand controlling with the keyboard, it gets pretty tiring. Because, you know, you're actually probably pressing more buttons per second playing this than an FPS without a actual controller. Plus, you know, you get the 8 directional sensitivity and all that sort of stuff, which is a definite added bonus when playing these kind of games. You know, these kind of games just suits controllers, especially dual stick controllers, the best. So I don't really understand why it's not a part of it. It's definitely the game's biggest fault. But the action overall is pretty fun. It's pretty well themed, as you can see. They did a pretty good job emulating the 8-bit era graphics and playstyle as far as mechanics is concerned, and the music is definitely pretty rockin', alright? Let's see, we're doing pretty good this run, actually. We're still at, oh, never mind. We just hit one of those big worm fire things. They generally kill you pretty quickly. And then all that blood just signifies that I just killed a mob. And it's interesting. It kind of hinders your vision every time you kill a mob. So, killing a mob has a negative effect too, which I actually kind of like. It's an interesting risk-reward mechanic, you know? You either kill the mobs, and if you do, you're going to lose a bit of your vision temporarily. General circle striping technique, you know, works here as well as most other games. So yeah, this is basically N.P.P.D Rush. You're kind of looking at it. It's basically this. A whole bunch of this, really, until your brain explodes. But I think you guys get the idea. Let's finish this life. Why not? We're almost dead anyways. Hey, never mind. We just died. So that ends our play. N.P.P.D Rush. not terrible. It's a pretty fun game, I have to say. Not very well featured though, and doesn't have controller support, which is a huge downer. But other than that, not a terrible game. Definitely wait for a sale. If you see it for like $1 or $2, it might be worth your time. But for full $4, I don't know. I think you might be able to throw in an extra $1 and get a little bit better featured game on Steam. But anyways, that's enough for me. Thanks for watching. I'll shout out.